Simpson, Langston Jr., and a Brock Felder, the big man down low. Here's Simpson hanging, can't hit, but Langston Jr., the offensive rebound, and try to finish that. He's able to save it to Gonzalez. Noah into the lane, hangs, can't hit, Felder the rebound. 47-36, lob into Langston. And he'll force it off the window and through. Look, bounced it to Tennessee, who caught it in stride and got it off the glass. 52-41, Langston going up against Aribi, and he'll score it.
And somehow that came to Dawson. Two black jerseys missed. They almost missed the bunny that came off by Dawson. Boy, just a series of miscues there going both ways. Burdick just taps it over to Langston, who flips with the left, and Southern Utah's got their first.
Now a 13-0 advantage for the Red Hawks, second chance opportunities in a 19-point game. One of the biggest differences so far.
Abelar is 0 of 5 shooting the ball. The Thunderbirds' backcourt has been completely stifled by this Red Hawks defense. Langston cues up a triple and swirls it down. Tied Matt Hodgson for the most blocks in a single season in Southern Utah men's basketball history. 50 seconds to set a record as Langston cans the jump.
T-Birds in their black uniforms, red jerseys for Utah Tech. And here we go. 20 minutes and maybe more remaining here in Burns Arena. Moore turns on the smaller Gonzalez, and just like that, T-Birds got a career high 22 2 weeks ago in Cedar City.
He was wide open. He had plenty of time to gather himself, check the rim.
Trailblazers back out in front by 2. Langston Jr. powers his way in with the left hand. Bird, good defense by Abelar. Quick hands. Here come the T-Birds on the move. Good transition D, though, by Utah Tech. Langston Jr. backing down Rainwater. Oh, that's a power move again.
Script their plays, but the quick start is what vaulted the Wildcats to a big win.
There's an important note there as you look at the starting 5 for Southern Utah. Tavy Jackson, who did not play against Abilene Christian on the February the 8th. Felder leaves it for Langston in the paint, and soft touch. And Southern.
You're going to play loose right now because you really, it's all in front of you.
A fight for the ball and taken away by Percy Miller. Checked into the game for the first time. The son of famed rapper Master P. This is Langston. And Southern Utah with a 5-point. And the free throw shooting is better in the second half as well. The rate of 10. 17-point lead, a 20-point turnaround from 3 down at the break. Burdick back in. Good to see him healthy enough to come back. Langston lets Horniker go flying by.
Valley lead. Largest it's been was 9, and that was in the early going when it was 13-4. Jackson weaves. It pops out to Langston, who powers up for two. His first field goal. Points.
It's one of the quickest crossovers you'll see in the WAC. Bird can get to his spot whenever he wants and get open in separation with that dribble.
Utah Tech playing denial here defensively to make it hard for Southern Utah to move the ball around. Shot clock quickly down to 10. Ford. Langston gallops and scores. A rebound by Brock Felder. Langston open. Got it. One stop. Thunderbirds looking for one bucket. 5 seconds. Jackson for the lead. Comes up short. Putback is there. Southern Utah.
Out pops Lamine. Langston shot short. The follow-up is good, high off the glass.
Gillespie is not a happy camper. So we're going to see, with the injuries, the Dominic Ford and Tavy Jackson into the top players for Southern Utah. The start tonight for Lorenzo Aguilar. But there's a big dunk inside for Jay. Tops that up and it rattles home for Izzy Miles. Boy, is this kid playing well right now for Tarleton State.
And how about the soft roll also for Izzy?
5 points for Miles, getting a 12 last time out against Southern Utah. Good trap, he steps right through it. Miller finds Sibley, down low Langston, and he throws it down. JT.
Gets it to Jameer Simpson. Simpson stops and pops. No good. Offensive board. JT Langston and one. He's now 2 of 11 on the night, Zim.
Yes, and that's one of their last 7, and the scoring drought is almost 2.5 minutes for the Mavs.
Upstead trying to rip it away, can't complete it. So an opportunity for Langston. Gets it to Ware, spins and throws down.
Yeah, Simpson, just nowhere to go right there. Ware makes his move. Simpson couldn't slide his feet. And Ware with, I believe, his 4th dunk of this game.
They have come often tonight. And Ware has 17 points in total. Unable.
Right there, Chris. That's the looks that Talbot is going to continue to get on the double of Ware. And if he knocks them down, UTA is going to have themselves a happy night.
UTA had been having a very hard time beyond the arc. KT Turner on the UTA bench, calling out his defense to buckle down here. Ware, second chance opportunity for Southern Utah. It goes.
So he steps out on the 3 and hits the biggest shot of the game.
Mavericks back in front, 66-63.
Can Southern Utah answer right now? They've been so hot.
6th lead change of the night. The Mavericks dominated through most of the evening. We are tied.
First field goal of the second half.
A scoring drought that lasted just under 7 minutes there for the Lancers. It was great patience from Hennig down on the block to get the shot.
Langston with 5. Backs down, steps back, and hits. Pick back out there for the Thunderbirds. Here goes Simpson carving inside, hangs off balance, no. Langston is there, got caught in between a lay-in and a dunk, and he finishes on the second. Southern Utah bringing the pressure here, needing to create turnovers, and they get one. Langston with an easy 2. Simpson steps into it. Did not hit the top of the backboard. GCU thought it did. Langston throws it up, and he has
50 seconds here in the first half. That's been all Redhawks. Dribble off the foot there from Paris Dawson. Gift to the Thunderbirds. Can they capitalize on it? Jackson flips it over to Simpson. Simpson entry pass inside, links to the easy bucket.
Simpson, not a whole lot of scores out there besides him.
3-point shot, no good. Langston offensive rebound, goes in the body of Kobe Williamson and finishes it off.
And that's how Southern Utah needed to start. They forced the miss, and then the rebound goes out of bounds. Now Southern Utah needs to find a way to break this pressure from UT Arlington after 16 turnovers Thursday.
Mavericks will throw a lot of different defensive looks at a team. Rob Jeter knows that coming in. They'll see 3-2 zone, 2-3 zone, and some full court pressure as well. Langston had a nice game on Thursday and keeps it going here with just 29% from beyond the arc this year. Langston with a steal, cleared for takeoff.
Those shots are going to start to fall and then keep up the same defensive intensity that you had in the first half.
Langston looking for some room, flips it over the top of Ware for two.
They're down on the block, just faking back to the middle of the paint and then going back to a strong hand for the baby hook.
Here's the 1-3-1 look for the Mavericks defensively. They have changed it up, which is right in line with the scouting report. Langston, he tries his hand at a turnaround and gets...
Fights his way. That doesn't go. Ward trying to come in. No.
Thunderbird coming in off of that timeout. Sharp. Down to 6.
Yeah, I was curious what we were going to get from the Thunderbirds. They started off 6-2. Looked like they might be a surprise team, but they've had 2 real bad losses. One to Arizona, one against UCLA, the high-profile programs.
Jackson, no look inside, and that'll be a hoop.
Goes to the Utah native Brock Felder.
And it was a good job there, Felder staying straight up on defense and then finishing the possession with the rebound. Tout, one of the best offensive rebounders in the country.
Southern Utah glad to have Tavy Jackson back in the starting lineup after missing the last game against UTRGV. Shot clock is down to 10. Here goes Langston starting today, and he draws a foul and has an and one opportunity. JT Langston protecting the ball this year, just 13 turnovers per game. Here goes McLaughlin, and he's blocked by Felder. His second rejection after going without a block last game for the first time since late November.
And both defenses playing physical here early on, not allowing anything easy.
Langston down in the paint. He's got all 5-point win for NAU last season. 5-3 in the early going. Langston diving to the bucket. Good use of the pump fake, and JT Langston 12 rebounds per game this season, but still struggling at the free throw line. 1 for 3. Jackson needles it down to Langston for a slam with a foul. That in the second half for the Thunderbirds.
And the Lumberjacks doing a good job finding the cutters.
Speaking of cutters, Langston does the exact same thing at the end.
Abelar for Southern Utah. Simpson. No good. Tip is good. That is JT.
Inside the top 25. Second chance shot by JT Langston.
Southern Utah is accustomed to seeing him hit.
Yeah, and those are shots that you would expect him to hit if he continues to get those same open looks as the game progresses. But could definitely have more than those 7 points he has already.
Abelar got this action started by slicing through, and it's Langston who... Pate looking to answer as he hands off to Williams, a misfire. Southern Utah a 6-2 rebounding advantage in the last 8 boards that have come down. Langston has the mismatch down low, turned in. It is an opportunity for guys up and down the roster as Langston's able to finish through the contact. It's a roll. Sykes on the step back. Langston just rips away the board, and an emphatic two-handed. Certainly the rebuild of a particular program can take some time, but you always want to see steady progress and results from year one to year two as Langston powers up for two. Boy, I'm surprised that was not an over and back. Quickly at the other end, Langston with an easy one. The Roadrunners don't get Stevenson into the paint. Waller has to save it, and he throws it right to Langston. Abelar, Langston up, able to finish.
Well, that line, the 12 points, 6 rebounds, 6 steals, 5 assists. When Johnson did it on Friday, Don, it was the second time in 20 years a Big Ten player had done that. They get a dunk as Sebastian Mack is feeling.
Career bucket, and it's 7 apiece.
Get the first one out of the way. Big sigh of relief now.
Hey,
moving forward.
Pretty good looking one too.
It was great.
On the inside drive, good hesitation layup, and the Simpson drives. Layup won't go. Rebound inside, and the putback is there. Laying it in. San Diego making a 7-point game.
Good defense, great post play, great job being physical in the paint with Pierre, and great transition play. Check it off the list for USD.
From outside or in the paint, contesting every shot and playing close physical defense.
JT Langston into the game for a southpaw throw. Rob Jeter has liked what he has seen from his team at the defensive end of the floor. That a good sequence there from Tavy Jackson, who trips running up the court. Langston gallops inside, and he's fouled, flips it, and they count. Went down against FIU. He stepped up and had a team-high 18 points. Reed again misses the three. There's Langston, though, to clean up the crumbs. They just have to keep getting them.
Yeah, they're getting good looks from the three-point line. It's a matter of getting him to drop.
Langston pokes it away, attacks inside, and finishes. And Williams comes away with it. Tavy Jackson knocks it free. Consecutive turnovers. That's been a theme tonight. Jackson, no look to Langston. Powers up and finishes. Okay. Crashing down low with Langston, leaves it short. Miller with a good crash on the rebound. Xavier Sykes is into the game for the first time. Sibley, Langston. Long strides, tough shot, and he hits. He gets the roll, 4-point game. Sykes again looking for help. Dangerous throw, Sibley's got it. 30 seconds to go. Jackson, Langston, easy two.